Have you ever wondered why all astronauts' clothes are white? Yes, that's right. We're diving into the mystery of the white spacesuits today. You see, when we picture an astronaut, the image that often comes to mind is that of a figure clad in a shiny white suit. It's almost as if white has become the unofficial color of space exploration. And while it's true that white is highly visible against the black canvas of space, it's a common misconception that visibility is the primary reason for this color choice. Could there be more to this story, hidden beneath the surface? What if I told you that the answer lies not just in the realm of aesthetics, but also in the fascinating world of science? Intriguing, isn't it? But is visibility the only reason for this color choice? Well, stick around to find out. The primary reason for astronauts' white suits is not as simple as visibility. Oh no, the choice of color is based on a science that is as fascinating as it is practical. The color white is chosen for a very important reason. It is the best reflector of sunlight. Now you might be wondering, why is this important? Well, space is a place of extremes. The side of an object facing the sun can be heated to temperatures higher than 200 degrees Celsius, while the side facing away from the sun can plunge to temperatures below -100 degrees Celsius. These extreme conditions are a real challenge for astronauts. But here is where the color white comes into play. White has the ability to reflect as much as 90% of sunlight. This means it bounces back most of the sun's heat, preventing it from being absorbed by the suit and overheating the astronaut inside. In other words, the white color helps maintain a more stable and, importantly, livable temperature for the astronaut. Have you ever noticed how you feel cooler in a white shirt on a sunny day compared to a black one? That's because your white shirt is reflecting sunlight away, while the black one is absorbing it. The same principle applies to astronauts' suits. It's also worth noting that this reflective property of white isn't just useful for temperature regulation. It also helps protect astronauts from harmful solar radiation, which is much more intense in space than it is on Earth due to the lack of a protective atmosphere. However, it's not just about reflecting sunlight. The suits also need to retain heat in the freezing darkness of space. For this, the suits are layered with insulation, working much like a thermos to keep astronauts warm when they're not in direct sunlight. So it's not just about being seen, but also about surviving the unforgiving conditions of space. The color of the suits, a seemingly simple detail, is in fact a crucial part of the complex science that keeps astronauts safe in the harsh environment of space. The white color has not always been the standard for spacesuits. In the early days of space exploration, the suits worn by astronauts were far from the familiar white we see today. In fact, the first spacesuits, like the one worn by Yuri Gagarin during the very first manned spaceflight in 1961, were more of an orange color. These suits were designed with one primary purpose in mind: to keep the astronaut alive in the harsh vacuum of space. As space missions became more complex, so did the suits. The Mercury missions of the early 60s saw the introduction of the silver-colored suits. They were made from aluminized nylon, which gave them their distinctive metallic sheen. The silver color wasn't just for show. It helped to reflect the sun's harmful radiation away from the astronaut's body. By the time of the Apollo missions in the late 60s and early 70s, the familiar white spacesuit had begun to take shape. The switch to white was not just aesthetic. It was a practical decision based on the properties of the color white. White reflects all wavelengths of light, which helps to keep the astronaut cool in the intense sunlight of space. The white color also has another important function: visibility. In the blackness of space, a white suit is much easier to spot than a suit of any other color. This can be crucial in an emergency situation where an astronaut might become separated from their spacecraft. In addition to the color, the design of spacesuits has evolved considerably over the years. Early suits were rigid and bulky, making movement difficult. Modern suits are much more flexible, allowing astronauts to perform complex tasks with relative ease. From the orange suits of the first space missions, through the silver suits of the Mercury era, to the white suits of today, the design and color of spacesuits have evolved in response to the changing needs of astronauts and the advancements in technology. From silver to white, the color of spacesuits has seen an evolution driven by science and technology. While white is the standard, it's not the only color used in spacesuits. As we delve deeper into the cosmos of astronaut apparel, we find ourselves encountering a rainbow of exceptions. Take, for instance, the pumpkin-colored suits that NASA astronauts wear during launch and re-entry. Officially known as the Advanced Crew Escape Suit, or ACES, These vibrant orange outfits are not just a bold fashion statement. They serve a very specific and vital purpose. The bright hue makes astronauts easily visible against the ocean's blue in case of an unplanned water landing. It's the same principle that applies to life jackets and safety vests here on Earth. But the color choice isn't just about visibility. The orange color also helps with heat resistance. The ACES is designed to protect astronauts from the intense heat experienced during re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. The bright orange color helps to reflect some of that heat, keeping the astronaut inside relatively cool. Another exception to the white rule is the Sokol spacesuit, used by Russian cosmonauts. This suit is a light blue color. This isn't for visibility or heat resistance, but rather for psychological reasons. The calming blue hue is thought to help reduce stress during the intense moments of space travel. Then there's SpaceX's sleek black and white design for their Starship suits. They're a departure from traditional spacesuit colors, aiming for a more futuristic look, while still maintaining functionality and safety. And let's not forget about the Mars suits, currently being developed, which come in a variety of colors, from bright red to deep blue, again for specific functional and psychological reasons. So while white is the norm, there are also splashes of color in the world of astronaut apparel. From the practical orange of NASA's launch suits to the calming blue of Russian cosmonaut gear, the color palette of space fashion is as diverse and fascinating as the universe itself. What does the future hold for the colors of spacesuits? This question stirs up a whirlpool of possibilities. As we delve deeper into the cosmos, our understanding of space and its demands continues to evolve, and with it, so do our spacesuits. The future of spacesuits is as expansive and unpredictable as the universe itself. We are constantly pushing the boundaries of technology and material science, seeking new ways to enhance astronaut safety and comfort. This continuous innovation may eventually lead to changes in the color of spacesuits. Consider this. The stark white suits we're accustomed to seeing may not be the best choice for every celestial body. Different planetary environments could call for different suit colors. For instance, on Mars, where the surface is predominantly red, a suit that blends in could be advantageous for astronauts carrying out research. On the other hand, if we were to venture into the outer reaches of our solar system, where sunlight is scarce, a suit that reflects even the tiniest bit of light could be life-saving. In these instances, a reflective silver or even a luminous suit might be the way to go. Furthermore, advances in nanotechnology might allow us to create suits that can change color on demand. Imagine a suit that can adapt its color based on the environment, the task at hand, or even the astronaut's mood. Sounds like science fiction, right? But then again, so did walking on the moon once upon a time. However, let's not forget that the primary purpose of a spacesuit is to protect the astronaut. Any changes in color must not compromise the suit's ability to shield its wearer from the harsh realities of space. Safety, as always, should be the guiding principle in the design of any spacesuit. So what does the future hold for the colors of spacesuits? The answer is as vast and varied as the cosmos itself. One thing is for certain. As we continue to explore the final frontier, our spacesuits will continue to evolve. Who knows? The future may bring a rainbow of colors to space travel. So, we've answered the question, why are astronaut suits typically white? As we've discovered, it's not merely a matter of aesthetics or tradition. The white color plays a significant role in reflecting harmful solar radiation, maintaining a comfortable temperature, and enhancing visibility in the darkness of space. We've traced the evolution of spacesuits, from the early days of space exploration to the cutting-edge designs of today. We've seen that while white remains the preferred color, there have been exceptions that highlight the ongoing innovation in this field. Looking to the future, we can expect more advancements in spacesuit design as our ambitions for space travel continue to grow. Whether we'll see an array of colorful suits in decades to come or stick with the tried and true white, only time will tell. Remember, the world of space travel is as fascinating as it is complex, and every detail, including the color of an astronaut's suit, has a scientific reason behind it.